Hello and welcome to the Hindu Analysis Prelims Special. Today we shall be discussing the newspaper of the 21st of February. So coming to the first discussion. Now basically we all know that the MFN status, which is the most favored nation status, is something that India has withdrawn from Pakistan in the backdrop of the Pulwama attacks. Now what becomes important from prelims point of view is that we have an understanding of what MFN status means. So that is what is our first topic for discussion today. Now about MFN, you should know that it is a treatment that is accorded to a trade partner to ensure non-discriminatory trade between two countries vis-a-vis other trade partners. Now whenever we hear the word most favored, it comes to our mind that it is one particular nation which is the most favored or which is the most special. But this is a misnomer. That is not what MFN means. Rather it means the opposite. What MFN actually means is that there is no discrimination which is going to be done against any particular country. So that is what MFN actually means. Now it was under Article 1 of the General Agreement on Trade and Tariffs 1994 that every member country of the WTO was bound to accord MFN status to all other member countries. So at present there are 164 WTO countries. So if India is to give MFN status, then India is supposed to give the MFN status to 163 countries. So this is something that you should know, that under the GATT Article 1, what is important is that all the members of WTO get this MFN status so that no country is what is discriminated against. So this is something that you should know. Another thing that is important here is with regards to the benefits of the most favored nation. Now the first benefit is that it allows smaller countries to participate in the advantages that often larger countries grant to each other. Smaller countries are unable to negotiate some terms with larger countries. So if they also get this most favored nation status as part of the WTO rules, then they also get the advantages that bigger countries are getting, and this is in line with the idea of free trade. So this is something that is the benefit of the most favored nation. Another thing that is important is that having one set of tariffs for all countries simplifies the rules and makes the entire system more transparent. So this is also something that WTO envisages, that the entire system should be streamlined and there should be minimum rules. So that is one other benefit. It also protects from the protectionist measures of the bigger countries, because a country might be a producer itself, so it might want to ensure some protectionist measures, but because of the MFN status, the protectionist measures are curbed. So that is one benefit. It also promotes non-discrimination and thus free trade, as I have mentioned before also. Next, coming to the MFN status between India and Pakistan, this is something that is important for us. Here you should know that India had granted the MFN status to Pakistan in the year 1996 itself. It was in the year 1995 that WTO came into existence, and 1 year after that India granted the status to Pakistan. However, Pakistan has still not accorded the most favored nation status to India. So this is something that becomes important vis-a-vis India-Pakistan. Next, we come to the International Court of Justice. Now, this is something that is in news due to the Kulbhushan Jadhav case. A little brief about that particular case. As you all know, Kulbhushan Jadhav was a former employee of the Indian Navy, and at present he is under arrest in Pakistan. And it is Pakistan who has accused him of spying on Pakistan and being an employee of the RAW. However, the matter is sub judice and it is with the International Court of Justice at present. Previously, a court in Pakistan has already given death sentence to Kulbhushan Jadhav. This death sentence is what has been stayed by the International Court of Justice. So this organization itself becomes important for us, especially from prelims point of view. So we shall be discussing about ICJ today. The first thing is that it is a principal judicial body of the United Nations. It was established in the year 1945 by a UN charter, and its jurisdiction is worldwide, approximately 193 state parties, because these are the parties of the United Nations. Another thing which is important is that it is headquartered at The Hague in Netherlands. This is often a question asked in various prelims of state services or some other competitors also. Further, you should know that its functions are to settle legal disputes submitted to it by the states, the member states of the United Nations, and it also provides advisory opinions on legal questions to international institutions, including the UN. Another thing is that it is composed of 15 judges who are elected for a term of 9 years, and this election is what is done by the United Nations General Assembly and the United Nations Security Council, separately by the UNGA as well as the UNSC. Another thing which is very important is that 1/3 of the judges are elected every 3 years. This is done to basically maintain the continuity of the ICJ, and the judges are eligible for re-election. The present The president of this particular organization is Judge Abdul Kavi Ahmed Yusuf. He is from Somalia. And another thing that is very, very important is that Justice Dalveer Bhandari is an Indian member of the International Court of Justice. Last year, it was Justice Dalveer Bhandari who got elected to the ICJ. So this is what makes ICJ even more important for us. Now, that is all for today's analysis of the prelims. I thank you all for watching the video.